Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for being here. Can you explain the proposal to move alcohol and tobacco responsibilities out of the ATF?
I am not familiar with the details of that proposal, but I'd be happy to get back to you for the record.
Okay. Do you know anything about that? The whole issue of where the Firearms and Explosive Bureau would go and why?
I do not. Okay.
I think it's, before I move on to some other questions, I think it's something that we've got to consider. It appears to me that we've got to look at who would regulate firearms if it goes back under the Department of Justice or remains under the Department of Justice and potentially FBI. Certainly the FBI is, in my opinion, not the proper place to regulate firearms. They're not equipped to regulate industry and that type of thing, and it's concerning to me where ultimately that would go. Let me ask a little bit about the Department of Labor, specifically as it relates to OSHA. Has that issue come up at all?
So there are no plans to change any of the specific activities of OSHA under this plan.
Okay, well, there are about half of our states that have a state-run type OSHA program that, frankly, works better because it's closer to home. They know the industries, they know the issues that are facing their states better than the federal government. Is there a possibility, or would the administration in any way consider encouraging states to develop their own OSHA-type program rather than it coming straight from the federal government?
So I think it's a great idea, and I think it brings up a great point. We wanted this proposal to be the beginning of a dialogue that would be iterative and ongoing. That's how modern, flexible organizations adapt and ensure that they're aligned in the mission. I think there are many principles in here that really are asking questions about what should the federal government be doing and what are states and local governments better positioned to do. So we would welcome dialogue that is fact-based and asking the right questions.
So how would that dialogue best take place?
So we've already started some preliminary conversations with governors, and we have our Intergovernmental Affairs Organization in the EOP, but we would welcome congressional involvement in essentially curating a conversation on those topics.
Okay. Well, I would look forward to being part of that, that communication and that discussion. And Madam Chair, with that, I'll yield back.